I've got quite a bit to say about Miss Stephanie Thompson here from the Resilient Jenkins. It all starts like this. You can see this was a video she posted on FB. She didn't post this on the TikTok. It's a video. She's got both of the kids in this Target shopping cart. And she says, "You see ghetto. I see a mom that does whatever she has to get her kids to the park like they asked." Okay, so 1-year-old Manova asked to go to the park, huh? I will give her credit, though. At least she is getting the two youngest out of the nasty shelter room and taking them to the park. But now let's go over the big, long caption she had placed on this, okay? She said, now remember, this was on FB. She said, "Goodness, I just know y'all about to go ham on the methany comments, but I don't care. Walked my arse to the park pushing a Target cart that was abandoned behind the motel," laughing emoji. I mean, hey, the homeless took our buggy, in parentheses, stroller. Mine as well snag theirs. I guess it means might as well snag theirs. So, number one, I want to know, how does she 100% know that it was a homeless person that stole the stroller? Number two, what did she think was going to happen when she was leaving this beautiful, nice stroller? It was somebody had just gifted her that stroller. What did she think was going to happen when she was leaving it outside of this shelter in an area, as she says, that is sketch? What did she think was going to happen? And how did she know a homeless person took it? Because surely she didn't see who took it, because surely if she'd seen the person, she would have tried to stop them, right? There's a lot of speculation. A lot of people in her comments are saying she sold the stroller. And, I don't know if she did or she didn't, but it's not something I'd put past her. Moving on, she says, "In all seriousness, I just wanted to get my kids to the park. I'm tired of over-explaining the car situation. Either you get it or you don't. Most days, my only option for getting the kids out is to take them by foot." Hello, there's public transportation, bougie. But she has been noted as saying, it was in some chat or something to one of her groups, that, the people on the buses are dirty, and she's just not comfortable taking her young kids on the bus. Do you know how many people take young babies on the bus? Thousands of people depend on public transportation to get them places. And this situation with the car, I do not understand what she is saying. They have to keeping the car to make money and to save money. But how are you saving money by keeping this car when, as she stated, that they have to get a rental if they all want to go somewhere together? I don't believe they get a rental. I believe she piles all them kids in there. I believe she probably puts Atlas in there without his car seat to save room. So she's got Manova's car seat back there. Then she's got the two girls back there, and I betcha she puts Atlas on one of them girls' laps. Or puts Atlas on her lap in the front seat. I would not doubt it. Now, if Deshawn is there, I don't think they're just not going to go. You can't convince me that they rent a car to go when they got to go, because she says, they want to be safe and legal. But anyways, then she says, "Without a stroller, that's been difficult because I can't carry the two younger kids for very long." Okay, I get that. They're heavy. I get that. "And I do not want them walking too much of a distance." Atlas is 3 years old. That little boy can walk. Obviously, the park is not that far because you go to it a lot. Atlas could walk to the park. Manova could just about, you could carry her halfway and have her walk the other half. There's no reason that, especially a 3-year-old, can't walk. And he's very hyperactive from what we've seen anyway, so it would be good to let him walk that distance and burn up some of his energy. But no, Stephanie can't see things that way. So then she says, "I saw this cart get abandoned a couple of days ago. Yes, very much saw the not so clean individuals who had it as well. You got the audacity to say this. The not so clean individuals. So it's probably a homeless person. But I hate to tell Miss Thompson, she is no better than any other homeless person because technically she's also homeless. So what makes her think for one moment she's any better than anybody else? And she wants to talk about somebody not being so clean. What about the pigsty that she lives in? That shelter room. That shelter room has got to stink to high heaven. It's a pigsty. And then she goes on to say, but I hosed it down, wiped it down. I'm not afraid of everything like a lot of folk. I make things work, but you can't make the bus work because the bus is dirty. Oof. She got me heated on this one, I tell you. And, it's because I take up for the homeless community because I've probably mentioned this somewhere before, but I spent 5 years homeless on the streets of Chicago, almost losing my feet to frostbite, almost passing away from an infection from a rat bite, from sleeping under bridges. Okay? The homeless community does not deserve to be treated the way they get treated a lot of times. As if they're nothing, and that's exactly what she's doing here. Then she finishes up by saying, I make things work. Okay. It was not very easy to push. Gave me a new respect for homeless people, pushing them full carts all day. LOL. What's funny? What is funny about when you have all your belongings and you have to take them with you everywhere you go? What's funny about that, Stephanie? She's disgusting. Disgusting. Then she says, honestly, if it doesn't get snagged, I'll keep using it till I do get a stroller. And if you see us wave, honk, say hi. And then she puts 2 shopping cart emojis. If it doesn't get snagged. So, and then, basically this whole thing, besides making herself, trying to make herself out to look like some princess, that can't get out in public transportation, can't have the kids walk. But you could have somebody, you could either set the phone up behind you or have somebody film it while you walk this small distance, and then you had to go back to get it. What was the point? What was the point in making this video showing yourself pushing this cart with your kids in it? The point was she's begging for a stroller. She's dry begging for a stroller. You know what? She probably could have had a stroller. The other day when she complained it was hot and it was a not cooked day or whatever, and she ordered out like 20 tacos and 2 large pizzas and cinnamon rolls and 2 of the burgers and onion rings and whatever from some bar and grill. Instead of spending minimum $60 in fast food, maybe you could have got yourself a stroller, Stephanie. It's called priorities, baby. And she doesn't have any. I mean, somebody gifted you that stroller. And it was a nice one. It was a double seat stroller even for 2 children. Like I said, she doesn't really even need a stroller for Atlas. So all she has to get really is one of them umbrella strollers. You can get, they used to be about $10. They're probably $20, $25 now. You know what I mean? They're just that cheap umbrella stroller. She only needs it for the baby. Atlas can walk. But yeah, if you live in Portland and see Stephanie, just honk, wave at her, and maybe buy her a stroller. Or give her a ride, because she can't go on public transportation. Oh, God, no. I'm sorry, but she's got me heated in this one. But let me know your thoughts.